Do not tell my mom. Keep this between me and you. I'm going to figure out when is the right time to tell her. But I need a job. Because there's no way I can just be sat at home. They'll kill me.
Islam Makhachev didn't do this to Ian Garry. Ian Garry did this to Ian Garry. 3 weeks out from the biggest fight of his career, and the man has opened up several fronts of war against his own mother and his own history. Nobody made him do any of it, man. This is a pattern, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. This man is deranged, and I think he might genuinely have no idea. 16 straight wins for Makhachev. On paper, this is the scariest matchup of Garry's life. In practice, though, the final boss of his life are his wife and a nutritionist who used to be married to his wife. Buckle up, man. First of all, 2012. Before Ian Garry's wife was a job title, Layla published an 11-page guide called How to Be a Wag. An 11-page guide, bro, on how to land a rich athlete, style tips, diet tips, and how to handle paparazzi like a pro. That is the book, man. Demonic. And I know y'all know this, but Layla's ex-husband is a nutritionist named Richard Cullen. Ian Garry hired him. The current husband takes his meal plan from the last one. And by multiple accounts, the ex-husband is the reason Garry eats like a rabbit now. In 2023, he printed Jeff Neal's DUI mugshot on a t-shirt and sold it on his Instagram shop. Kevin Holland later clapped back with a shirt of his own that just said wagged. Ian Garry built the ammunition and mailed it to the people using it on him right now. And in the same year, a different story, told by Garry himself, on camera.
In my head, I'm like, my teammate's about to fucking fight him tomorrow. I'm not fucking ruining that. Also, there's 2 fucking women in here. Me and him are gonna go to the death if we fight in an elevator. We step out with the lift, and my wife just looks at me and goes, "You're a pussy."
This is his wife's exact reaction. You're a pussy.
Satanic black magic. Sick shit.
2 years later, backstage at UFC Qatar, Garry pats Khamzat on the back, a little too hard.
Good job, babe. Good job tonight. Ready to go?
With the
Whenever you're ready, always ready. Good job, team. Good job tonight.
Good job tonight, he says. And now watch this clip knowing what his own wife told him the last time he backed off Khamzat Chimaev. In my opinion, it looks like a guy trying to prove something. And now 2 weeks ago, fight week already underway, Garry sits down with the High Performance podcast and does more damage to himself in one conversation than most opponents manage in 3 rounds. First of all, trashes his own mother, man.
And I was like, I dropped out of college. And she was like, you what? You And I was like, she stormed out of the room. She couldn't even look at me. She was livid, fuming. So I was like, look, I am not having you come in here and ruin my morning. Locked the door, put the lock on. She literally slid 3 A4 pages under my door. And I remember I read them all. And I was like, she was like, you never finish anything. You always say you're going to do things, but you quit, you drop out, you never follow through, yada, yada, yada.
Turns his entire career into personal revenge against people who doubted him. And second, in the same interview, flips straight into slave mode for Layla. Calls her his earth angel.
She's my earth angel. She is my earth angel. She is the person who, when I need guidance, I go to her. And I feel like any smart man in the world should look at his wife and know that that's the person I need to listen to. Like, if the world was run by women, we'd all live in a better world. Like, it would all be simpler and easier. That's the fact of the matter, whether you want to agree with it or not, or you think whatever it is, if women ruled the world and we just listen to them and let them take over.
That was enough for Bryce Mitchell to call it a demonic life from hell.
Number 2, it's the worst of all. He says that the women ought to rule the world and rule the household. That is a demonic life from hell. The man is the leader of the household. We have qualities that make us great leaders and great protectors. Women do not have that. They are nurturers. And then the 3rd strike for me, he said, oh, cleaning gutters is so bad. My nails was black afterwards. My hands were black because I had to touch old leaves and moss and pull them out of the gutter. Dude, that's a job. Shut up. Everybody's worked a job.
And third, the mother comments reach an account claiming to be his actual brother. A whole essay explaining the family was comfortable, not hard. Dad showed up to every fight, sick or not. Ian even borrowed money and never paid it back. Skipped his own grandfather's funeral without so much as a text. And all that damage, Ian Garry did this to himself. He always does.